After Jon Jones' ouster of Stipe Miocic, he celebrated in the center of the octagon, paying homage to President-elect Donald Trump. With the belt in tow, Jones walks over to Trump and sidekick Elon Musk, passing the title Trump's way. With a loud yeah, Jones, who made it known of his support for Trump by casting a ballot for him, shook his hand, bowed, and the two had a chat. It follows a trend in sports. Trump, a man who will take the Oval in January, has seen this dance be repeated by many. Las Vegas Raiders tight end Brock Bowers did the Trump dance. Ditto with Tennessee Titans wide receiver Calvin Ridley. Add United States men's national team captain Christian Pulisic in as well. Plus, pro golfer Charlie Hull did the same during the final round of the Annika. This follows San Francisco 49ers defensive end Nick Bosa doing the dance last week as he sacked Tampa Bay Bucks quarterback Baker Mayfield. Of course, in sports, we were once told,
must they run their mouths like that? And it's always unwise to seek political advice from someone who gets paid $100 million a year to bounce a ball. Oh, and LeBron and Kevin, you're great players, but no one voted for you. Millions elected Trump to be their coach. So keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
Plus,
U.S. women's soccer star Megan Rapinoe decided to take the knee.
This country allows you to play a game for a living and do very well.
So you can take a knee, yeah.
I think it's had a huge impact on sports, a huge negative impact on sports. Let politics remain separate.
Look, they said it, from MAGA loyalists to the president himself. Sports and politics should remain opposites. Now, the same crowd...
Well, I said on this network at the Republican National Convention that the Republican Party was now the fun party. And lo and behold, I was right. And apparently, many pro athletes agree, from the Raiders' Brock Bowers to the Lions' Za'Darius Smith to the Titans' Calvin Ridley to UFC fighter Jon Jones to soccer's Christian Pulisic just moments ago. Athletes are doing the Trump dance to celebrate their scores and wins. And why shouldn't they? Trump is back. America is back. And once again,
we don't need to stand
it's cool to be a Republican.
No,
Chuck, Julie,
we need to stand
Chuck,
up.
Julie, I invite you to get in on it.
It is true.
We're back, baby. We're back, baby.
It is true.
says stuff like this, beyond cringe.
So I guess we've gotten to the portion of the Trump era where we have moved past shut up and dribble, and now it is fantastic for athletes to be talking about their politics.
Yes, we certainly have. Let's start with Bowers, who Jennings mentioned there. I've seen everyone do it, he told reporters after the Raiders' 34-19 loss. I watched the UFC fight Saturday night, and Jon Jones did it. I like watching UFC, so I saw it and thought it was cool. What's rather odd is after Safid Dean asked this question, teeing up Bowers' answer, Raiders PR cut the session immediately. The media team scrubbed the moment from their socials as well. With Pulisic, he was asked about the intent of the celebratory move. Quote, well, obviously, that's the Trump dance. It was just a dance that everyone's doing. He's the one who created it. I just thought it was funny. He'd add, it's not a political dance. It was just for fun. I saw a bunch of people do it, and I thought it was funny, so I enjoyed it. How could one not associate a political dance, as Pulisic calls it, that a politician does while he is on the campaign trail in his third attempt to take the Oval Office? How one doesn't associate, one with the other is beyond me. And it seems honestly like it is a simple deflection. It's a simple deflection to say, let your eyes deceive you. Forbes' Ian Nicholas Quillen would write, but even if we take Pulisic at his word, and there's no reason not to, it was probably an error in judgment from the United States captain because of the potential it has to draw attention to his team for all the wrong reasons between now and the summer of 2026. One important subject he brings up in his piece: Trump's plans for deporting millions of Americans. Several United States men's national team regulars, like Timothy Weah and Yunus Musa, qualify for the roster on the basis of birthright citizenship, something Trump's administration has shown the desire to limit. Others, like Anthony Robinson and Sergino Dest, were born abroad, but United States men's national team eligible based on family lineage. Clay Travis, who has been alleged to grift off right-wingers, tweeted above the Pulisic video, "We are so effing back." Former national team player and Ron DeSantis fan Alexi Lawless also chimed in with his approval. The Guardian's Tom Dart has more. Yes, it's a silly dance, but much of the United States is not in the mood for these references to Donald Trump's return to the Oval. The segments of the population that value democracy, civil rights, science, and facts, for example, all the same after scoring America's talismanic forward, decided to participate in a craze afflicting the NFL and UFC, popularized by a Trumpy San Francisco 49ers player who apparently did not get the memo about how athletes should stick to sports. He'd add, regardless of intent, the nation's best and most famous player is now a right-wing media hero, hailed for owning the libs. This was the face of American soccer, however blithely, volunteering for duty in the culture wars and appearing to position himself at the opposite end of the political spectrum to many fans and the United States women's national team, whose advocacy has attracted Trump's wrath. I think what really gets me in closing is that we have heard so many times over the years about how athletes, if they are to be giving a political opinion, that the right-wing media behemoth giant ecosystem simply does not agree with, and they want them to shut up and dribble. They want them to stop taking a knee. They want them to maybe, quoting one man, get kicked out of the country because they're not honoring America. And what they're saying is, number one, if we don't agree with you, we're going to tell you. And in the same vein, if Drew Brees gives an opinion they do agree with, Laura Ingraham goes from shut up and dribble to, well, he's someone and he's an athlete, he's an American, and he should be able to give an opinion. Irony is dead. It's the hypocrisy. That's what it is. That's what I, along with many others, are calling out today. It is the hypocrisy of telling one, you cannot take a silent knee, you cannot protest, you cannot let your know about the grim statistics of being a black American in this country if you are stopped by the police, if you're harassed by the police. But if you are someone else who gives an opinion that they agree with, you have full reign to do as you wish. So I end with this. Which one is it? Should athletes not have a say, or should they be allowed to? I'm asking that of the Ingrams, of the Hannitys, of the Carlsons, of the Kellys, of the Kilmeades, of the Jesse Waters. Which one is it? Because the difference between them and myself or others who cover this stuff is quite simple. We do not ever say they don't have a right to do it. What we do is analyze what they say about a certain thing or what one gesture could symbolize and why it might be wrong. Respectfully. We don't say, I think Brock Bowers should be kicked out of the country because he did something I disagree with. No. I don't say, Christian Pulisic should be ashamed of himself. I don't say that. I don't. They do. So I'm asking them, which one is it? Will they answer?